Hello everybody, my name is Abby and welcome back to my channel. We are about to do my February paycheck number 1 budget for the month of February 2021. I do have a little bit of a head cold, so my voice does sound a little bit nasally, but we're just going to push through. Hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be back to normal. So we're going to get started with my paycheck amount, which hit on the 3rd. Today is the 5th that I'm filming this. So that amount was $1,100. It was like $1,100 and some change, but I just always round up or round down in my budgets just to make it easier for me. So the first thing coming out of this, I'm just going to put expenses down here. The first thing coming out was my rent, which was $350. And it was, my rent is actually $850, but I put aside $500 from my last paycheck to help me pay for the rent this month. So I'm only budgeting $350 from this paycheck. And then the next thing was, I don't know why I should have skipped a line here. Shouldn't have I? Is that a word? Shouldn't have? Okay, so rent was $350. The next thing is CWL, which is just City Water and Light, and that this month is $95. The next thing is Sudden Link. Did you guys just move? Maybe? And that is $64. And then I have my Sprint for me and my husband, which is $275. And if you've been watching me, that I know is ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out how to get that down. Netflix is $14. I have Spotify, which is $10. I have Adobe, which is how I edit my videos on Adobe Creative Cloud. That is $10 as well. And then Canva is how I make my thumbnails here on YouTube. That's $13 a month. So for more of my variable expenses, I can't talk right today apparently. I don't usually separate them out just because it just makes it harder. I don't know. I don't separate them out, usually because I come back and I do like a weekly check-in with you guys. So, let's see here. I'm budgeting $80 for groceries. And again, that is not my normal grocery budget, but we are moving at the end of this month, so I'm not trying to get a whole lot of groceries, just enough to get us by. And hopefully I won't have to spend even that much. The next thing is gas, which I have budgeted $25. And then I have miscellaneous. I have budgeted $100. And then I always like to budget for a $50 cushion every month. So I'm going to put $25 for a cushion in the account. And then after that, let's look and see what we have left. So 1,100 minus 350. Okay, so we have $39 left at the end of our budget. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this towards our extra debt payment this month. And that's what it's going to be budgeted for. Now, if you guys saw my last video of my February, guys, I cannot talk today. Oh my gosh, I worked like a 12-hour shift today at work, and you can tell I'm done with today. So, like I was saying in my last February budget video, the monthly budget video, the way that I like to do my extra debt payments or my snowball amounts, if you're doing the debt snowball, I like to budget it out at the in my monthly, but I do not like to pay my snowball payment until the end of the month after I've reconciled my budget, just to make sure that I'm not going in the negative and I'm not missing something, because stuff happens and I may end up spending a little bit more money on groceries, or a surprise expense may come up. And that may take away from the amount that I have in my debt snowball, and I may not realize that until the end of the month. But if you already pay, this extra $39, then it's gone. You can't get it back. So that just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable when it comes to paying off debt. I know, some people, they're like, well, I have to, put it away, put it towards it, or I'll spend it. That to me is just a safety net, to make sure that I have them, all the money, just as much money in my account as I can until, the next month rolls over. I make sure that I'm covered for the month. So that's just how I do everything. But yeah, that $39, hopefully, if I don't go over budget in any of my categories, that $39 will just stay in my account until the end of the month, and then I'll just push it along to whatever debt I'm working on. So that is the end of this paycheck, I believe. So after that, we are down to a zero-based budget, which is our goal. We are giving every dollar a name. And like I said before, guys, just because you give every dollar a name doesn't mean that it necessarily has to zero out your bank account. I have a cushion line item. I have miscellaneous. And I don't pay off my debts until the end of the month to make sure that all my expenses are covered. So, it doesn't mean that you have to have a zero in your bank account. You want to have a little bit of a cushion, of course, just in case something does come up and, you have an unexpected expense. That's also why it's important to have your emergency fund for anything that happens like that. But so yeah, this is basically what I do. And then the way that I came up with what bills that I was paying this month, and I laid this out in my monthly budget. I am on my February spread here, and all I did was I figured out what days I was getting paid. So I get paid on the 3rd and the 17th. So obviously all the bills that come before the 17th have to be covered with the paycheck that's on the 3rd. So I just listed out everything that was due before the 17th, and that's what I put on this page here that has to be paid on this paycheck. So yeah, that's all that I have this time, guys. And subscribe for more videos like this. I am going to be doing a weekly check-in. So this is going to be for this past week, and that video will probably come out on Monday. So I'm going to start doing those, and then I will have obviously a paycheck number 2, because I do get paid twice in the month of February, and then we'll be rolling along to March, and it's just flying by already, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you like this type of content, and let me know down below what else you want to see from me, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks.